again. I'm Brian Lowe, and this time, by popular demand, I have revamped my pedal board videos, and I'm going to be doing some guitar videos because my gear is ever changing, and hopefully I won't be changing again for a while, but I'm a guitar player, and we know that is complete fallacy. So this first video, or set of videos, because we've only got about 10 minutes, so I might have to break it up into two, and we'll be dealing with my pedal board, or as I like to call it, Command Central. I'm going from left to right, from the top to the bottom. My first effect, let me see if I can slide over here some more so I can get to it, is a Buddy Guy wah pedal. That's the nice little polka dot one. Well, it actually has two different modes on it. One mode puts it in a standard Dunlop crybaby wah-wah mode, and the other mode puts it into Buddy Guy's actual signature wah tone, which is a little more throaty and gives you a little more travel on the pedal. Next up is my Keeley compressor that is on all the time. It gives me that nice kind of when I'm chicken picking. Little compression on there, kicks it back, and the guys at Keeley were really good to build that for me. And you'll notice that the pedal board's also a Keeley with EMG stickers all over the place. Next up is an effect that I really have been digging a lot. Lauren Molinaire, the North American sales director from Black Star, hooked me up with it. And it's actually their dual overdrive with a tube in it. It's got 112AX7 in there, and I've got two different distortions. My first distortion I've set up, it's kind of just like a nice crunchy, really good for bluesy stuff too. The other side I got set up is what I like to call my complete over-the-top loop patch, because just by itself with a little delay, it's real. Now I put a little chorus on there to give me that big hairy LA sound. I've got immediate loop. And next up on the board is a tuner made by Behringer, and it works like it should, but the only thing I really don't like about it, and I would actually tell people to stay away from this tuner, is because on a darkly lit stage they've used the blue LED to conserve power and make your signal a little truer, so they say. But the problem is that your in-tune light is green, and the blue light is so blue that, if you can get a shot of that, you can't see when your string's in tune because the blue drowns it out. You can see the green, but you can barely see it. But just a little glitch in their design. All in all, good tuner. It works like it should. My next effect pretty much stays on all the time too, and I use it to take a little bit of the high end out of the amp and give myself a little bit of a boost for my clean stuff. This is with the graphic EQ off, and this is with it on. From the EQ, I'm going into a Line 6 MM4 modulation modeler that I've got set up. And while this pedal does tons of neat stuff like tremolos and phasers, I've got it set up for a few different chorus effects. My first chorus effect is just kind of my LA sound. It's based on a Diatronics C5. Put a pretty heavy delay on there. And you can swell those in. It's a real pretty effect. I've also got another flange set up. So when I'm stored it up, blend. And then I can kill my distortion, and when we're doing our Waylon Jennings and our traditional country stuff, I've got my really cute phase shifter from the 70s. Then over here I've got my green Line 6 DL4, and both of the Line 6 pedals I'm very proud of because I was working at the company and got to beta test and talk about these things before they even hit the market. And my first delay is really simple. I've just got it set up for a real quick slap, if you can hear that. And I just tap my tempo in for my delay for just standard stuff. I've also got another delay that you'll hear me use when I'm showing off the Gretsch a little bit later. That's kind of a rockabilly thing, real quick slap back. And then my last delay that I've got set up is a little bit longer with more repeats on it. So when I distort up, my echoes don't get lost. And last but not least, I've got my Boss FV50 stereo volume pedal, and it works just like volume pedal should. One of the guitars I'm using right now, which I'll talk about in one of my next videos, is my Lowe Ball Family Reserve guitar, and my 18-watt Ugly 18 with the Nashville mod that I'll be talking about a little bit later, built by Steve O'Boyle from Ugly Amps. So this is going to conclude the first part. Next we're going to go talk about my guitars.